what we are doing in agricultural systems and engineering. So basically, my colleague Dr. Kim already has mentioned, we belong to the School of Environment, Resources and Development. It's one of the 3 schools of AIT. And then in third, one of the theme is sustainable food production, technology and management. In that particular theme, actually, 3 field of studies we are representing that particular theme. First one is agricultural systems and engineering and agribusiness management. Second one is aquaculture and aquatic resources management. And third one is food engineering and bioprocess technology. So my colleague Dr. Locke will also after me, so he will be also giving you a brief overview of food engineering and bioprocess technology research, whatever they are doing. Okay, so many of you already know, so in agribusiness management and agricultural systems and engineering, we call it basically the field of study is agricultural systems and engineering, and in agricultural systems and engineering basically we have 3 specialization. One is agricultural systems, agricultural engineering is the second one, and third one is agribusiness management. And each specialization is represented by one faculty. Yeah, and then in aquatic or aquaculture and aquatic resources management, they also have 3 different types of specialization, and it is also true for food engineering and bioprocess technology. Okay, so I will be mainly talking on the research we are trying to do in agricultural systems and engineering. As I said before, it is represented by 3 different specializations with agricultural systems, agricultural engineering, as well as agribusiness management. Yeah, our overall objective is the application of agriculture and biological engineering to sustainable food production. Okay, so Dr. Kim also talked about sustainable development of cities. You know, we basically scoped ourselves within sustainable food production. Yeah, and then in agribusiness, you can easily understand with the name, so it deals with different management issues of agricultural food products. So basically, our team, we are all together 4. So the size is very small, okay, and sometimes size doesn't matter. So you can think about Hitler, size is very small, okay. Okay, so Professor Shivagoti, he's basically deals with different agricultural development issues, policy, resource development, natural resource management. And then Dr. John, who is recently joined in our team, he is responsible for agribusiness management, agricultural development, marketing issues, consumer preference. And then myself, I am basically from agricultural science background, talks about crop production, water use efficiency, crop water use, those kind of issues, crop stress. And my colleague, Dr. Soni, he is basically from agricultural engineering background, who deals with control environment agriculture, energy input-output analysis, precision farming, as well as different traction studies. So now I will briefly give you the ideas, the types of research, not all, but some of the important research focus in our field of studies. Starting with mine, agricultural systems. Yeah, so these are the knowledge areas I am now trying to concentrate, starting with crop tolerance, because everybody, we know that, you know, water is, as you have also mentioned, water is going to be a big issue in the coming future. Okay, so doesn't matter, you know, changing rainfall pattern, shifting in rainfall, climate change, whatever you call it, but it will be a big issue. So in many countries, even in Southeast Asia, okay, and including India and many Bangladesh, many countries. So they are suffering due to this factor. I don't know whether it is climate change or something else, but the thing we are seeing now is changing of rainfall pattern. So previously we used to get earlier monsoon, late monsoon, so this we are happening. So, and then how this water actually, because we have to deal with less and less water, okay. So then how we can produce actually more food in the sense crop by using less water, okay. So that is the overall theme, okay. And then how a crop they cope up, or how they will survive when the water is a stress, or it is providing a limiting factor, okay. So that is one of the issues myself and my PhD students they are now concentrating on, okay. And then it all relates to water use efficiency, crop water productivity. And then definitely plant protection is one of the important areas, because many countries actually Thailand is one of the very good example where they are really using or dumping pesticides in crops, starting from vegetables, fruits, rice. So, and then how this is affecting us. Definitely our health, environment, everything is now related. Organic agriculture is also one of my interests, because we talk too much about organic agriculture, but whether that really means the same, because when we talk about organic agriculture in the US, if you ask some of the farmers, what is your land size, they will say, oh, I don't have much land. So if you say, can you tell me how much, they will say 10,000 hectares, okay. So the concept and the background is different, okay. So whether it works in Asia, right, where our per capita land availability in some countries is only 0.2, 0.1 hectare, okay. So whether that can give us the thing we want. We know that using chemicals is not good, okay, not from our health perspective, but also environment, soil. But whether that practically gives us the solution, because nowadays the way the population is increasing, especially in Asia, so that will be a big concern. So we need to first feed them, the people, okay. So many of the population in India, they do not have purchasing power, so they do not have money to buy food for 3 times. But as soon as because their earning capacity is increasing in many countries, you can see in Asia, right, in India, in China, many countries. So the middle income people, increasing a lot, okay. So when they start buy food, then from where they will buy, okay, because the production is not matching with the population increase, and especially this will be a big problem in many Asian countries. So whether that concept of organic agriculture, really means something, especially in Asia, okay. And then crop ecophysiology modeling, with science, soil fertility management, okay, as well as greenhouse crop production. Okay, so I'm not going to give you details. Some of my PhD students are involved in drought tolerance of rice, because rice is the most important crops in Asia. More than half of the population, or world population, they rely on rice for their main food. So how the impact of drought is going to impact on overall rice crop, because we are all talking about high-yielding varieties, hybrid varieties, but without water nothing works. Okay. So how they are going to impact the overall rice plant, right? Because based on that, we also have to select different varieties based on their performance in less and less water. Yeah, so these are some of the things. And then, we know that less water will be definitely impacting the crop. And then we also have to find out, yes, how we cope up. What could be the adaptation measures? So we are trying to use different ways so that if the water level goes down, but if we incorporate something, for example, silicon is one of the examples. We are trying to see that whether with less water there would be beneficial effect if the farmers apply silicon. Weed control also is one of my interests. So we know that synthetic chemicals, not only pesticides but also fertilizers, they are equally harmful to us, to the environment, to the soil, to groundwater, whatever you name it. Okay. And then nowadays, one of the biggest emphasis is going on. If you go to Europe, so they are slowly converting to organic. Okay. Nobody likes to listen about. If you get a project from USA, they will strictly tell you that if you are using fertilizer, if you are using pesticide, then you use your own money, right? Yeah, you cannot buy any fertilizer or chemicals, and that is also true because we also have to see the ecological impact, right? So we are kind of mindset is we have to go towards kind of organic. Okay, we will use some product which will not impact the environment, but at the same time it will also control the insect or disease or weed equally. But there is a big challenge, so we have to come up. Okay, so we are trying. So nutrient management is one of the also very important issues in agricultural crop production, because here also we are saying that yes, reduce your fertilizer rate, but if we reduce the fertilizer rate, the production also goes down, the yield also goes down, and we are trying to see that yes, if we reduce the fertilizer rate, how much amount of organic we need to add up, so that we can have the similar type of yield. So that is also this is all slides or might be students, because and then some of the nutrient dynamics, some of the disease, increasing post-harvest life of Jarbera. So I am not involved actually in this. My previous colleagues who has done some work, I am using actually his slides. Yeah, so this is the same, water stress studies in corn, sustainable, suitable harvesting stage for tomato, physiological studies, some of the socio-economic studies. Recycling of organic waste. So how the organic waste, because we generate a lots of organic waste, whether we can utilize those organic waste as compost, manure, to put in the farm. Biological nitrogen fixation, water management studies in rice, non-pesticide based pest management. This is also one of my interests. And then secondly, I will talk about agricultural engineering. So as I said, my colleague Dr. Soni, who deals with agricultural engineering. So I will give you some of his areas which he is now working on: design and development of agricultural machineries, machinery testing, ergonomics, control environment agriculture, soil tool interaction, different traction studies, agricultural systems analysis, precision agriculture, and some of the new ventures. Okay, so in AIT we have to do many things. Okay, so this is his slide, he gave it to me. So designing and development of ag machinery. So this is something he has done, but some others, previous professors also. Machinery testing, ergonomics, control environment, agriculture. We used to have very good facility in AIT before the flood. All 16 greenhouse were active, funded from Germany. So after the flood, all gone. So now I am trying to revive. Soil tool interaction studies, different traction studies with tractors, system analysis, precision agriculture. And then this slide, with our ABM areas. So where the main important areas, agricultural marketing, consumers perception, branding, consumers willingness, so demand and price analysis, input output analysis. So these are some of the overall research areas our colleagues are now focusing on. So with this, I would like to thank you for listening. If you have any questions now, so I can answer, or we can put in the later sessions.